99 cents.
Yeah, keep going. We good. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Baking soda's only 99 cents.
Yo. There's pressure that comes with the block. You could end up inside of a box when you get your knob buzzed by a op after getting set up by a thought. Opportunity, it doesn't knock. No, that sound right there be the cops. Yep. And all of that stress that we talking still beats punching the clock. You think I wanna sweep your floor from 8 to 4? Fuck, I wanna take your orders for when your favorite star got an Audemars that's worth more than mama's car. Type of shit make you wanna say fuck the law. When your rent's due and your piss poor, nigga, we don't even own our own corner store. So quarter waters cost a quarter more, huh? Wanna be an entrepreneur? We want sign checks. We want work for ourselves. We want on the nets. You're too much of a threat when you're on your own assets. So the only thing they show us is how to be an outlet. So we won't connect. They say hi like hola. Listen to Hova. Whip up a Rover. Been watching Power. Tommy and Ghost, bruh. So I need some powder. Fish scale and soda for
99 cents. Hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hard to repent when you make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Yeah. Money is the motive. Repeat my history. Cocaine is like the motif. It's plain and simple. Way back then my mother hustled. It's in my blood, so I feel like it's time to grind. Just like the times when niggas died. Hold up, back then was the bad days. Motherfuckers push mad weight. I was a crack baby. Tell me nothing about my mother and the struggle. See, I love it in this fucking trying to smoke when she hustle. Selling everything in the house, goddamn. She ain't give a damn about the spouse, goddamn. So my oldest brother had to man up. Had to take care of us in the piece with 4 kids. And one on the way with no clip. No food in the fridge. On some post shit. Got food stamps from the neighbors. Ty work, he ain't ask no favors. Late night, he was shot bodegas. Over bread and some meat, some mayo. Kool-Aid had about 4 flavors. And when time went to cash out, Aki lashed out. Told him he'd take food stamps. $15 for that kid. Fuck all that shit. Then the young nigga noticed that he could be the coldest. Take back what they owed us. Whole world on the shoulders. No food in the kitchen but the stove work. $10 in the sack and he points to the back. Say, let me get that soda. 99 cents. Hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Yeah.
So let me get this shit straight. So I gotta go take out loans to go to school, to get a job, just to pay for the loans I took out in the first place. I'm looking at this arm and hammer like I should have a hammer in my arm right goddamn now. Shit ain't make no sense. Lord, make it make sense. Goddamn.
Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hey, it's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Only 99 cents. Only 99. Gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Yeah.
War going on outside, you in the crib, but the ball outside. I get it on outside, from the dust to the dawn outside. So when the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, my sword's drawn outside. This next caliber, you better be all outside. Cause it's a war outside, I get it on outside. You in the crib, but the ball outside. I get it on outside. outside, and that's a definite. Cannonball, wrecking shit, excellent. Rhyme rocket bombing like the president. I remain strong, King Kong with the prevalence. I show you exactly what we do, that's how I represent. Hardcore, heaven sent, chain on, hella bent. Throwing all black when they spot me like the leopard print. Oh, I got the braids in, shades on, made men. Cause we put in work to start the earth until they cave in. Walk strong, talk heavy, hold my own. You rock solid when we bout to leave the sword, the stone. Nigga, we warriors, hardcore, tracking the pride. To let the Hebrew speak, nigga, general eyes. And we talk super heavy, nigga, that's the surprise. With all scripture, street talk, word to Captain the God, nigga, we blazing, ripping the mic with all facts, doing the knowledge to the max, till we cracking the pavement. UPK, y'all the one West Harlem, nigga. We spring forward and they falling like it's autumn, nigga. Talking to all them niggas born in the mud. If you ain't feeling this, you call them plug, and that's real. Oh, I get it, cat tie, war, they not of a kind. I get the order that is handle kind, not the one kind, without a doubt in my mind. I'm finna stop and recline. Anybody that come against us, they should probably resign. It's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. I hate these niggas throwing shots, but can they take some? Christ says, sell out your garments to get a sword now. I'ma go and sell off these polos to get a fall now. Game sure ain't started the war, but I'ma end it, cause the spiritual war could turn carnal any minute. I remember riding back in the days, window was tinted, but Salaki, I'm done with that carnal shit, I repented. And they bomb-proof the booth every time I'm about to go win it. You ain't know this shit, I live for this truth, and I'ma defend it. And I get my second wind just as soon these niggas get winded. It's a war going on outside. It's a war going on outside. You in the crib with the ball outside. I get it on outside. From the dusk to the dawn outside. So in the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside. My sword drawn outside. This Excalibur, you better be all outside. Cause it's a war outside. I get it on outside. You in the crib with the ball outside. I get it on outside.
Nobody's safe, it's a war out here. If you pussy in the streets, you a whore out here. See me all suited up in my fallout gear. 762, flip your fucking car out here. No burner, I still a break your jaw out here. No fear, if you scared, get a motherfucking pit. Or sit up in the church, you a motherfucking bitch. I give you in the verse what I give you in a clip. It's 32 rounds of fire, it never quit. A lot of fuckery going down, so what's the purpose? Sick of hanging around these clowns, get out the circus. If you cross that line, then you get lit up. The worst is all black hearses, tinted with black curtains. Docs on site with medics and mad nurses. Leave us out your verses. You don't want that kind of war, ready for that bullshit. Kind of like a matador.
You ready? Most High in Christ, clap it up. Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston Tuesday night Brotherhood class. You understand? Well, we start at 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York, under the amazing, being led by the amazing Commander General YAHANNA. Saying this school started in 1969 with the truth, and this truth is spreading across the earth. You know what I'm saying? Damn near faster than COVID. You understand? So tonight's topic is the day of the Lord is not sweet. And I want to big the water to my also Tazak Reuben for giving this idea during camp. A lot of Christians have no idea what the day of the Lord is. They've heard of it. They assume that Christ is going to come back and it's going to be a joyous occasion and all people of color are going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. That is far from the truth. That actually has nothing to do with the true day of the Lord, which Christianity is full of assumptions and not facts. It's full of what I believe in my heart will happen, but it's not any of what the Bible actually says will happen. And that's why people go wrong at, instead of believing, thus said the Lord, we believe in what, the white man has told us, our oppressor has told us, or what our pastor is being fed from our oppressor, what he's told us, from what Big Mama told us. You understand? And really all it takes, just come to class. You come to class, you'll find out what's actually in the Bible. You understand? You'll find out the difference between fact and fiction. And that's what we teach here in I.S.U.P.K. We are the authority on all things Bible.
That's right.
All things biblical. We are that authority. So we outrank your favorite preacher. What's his name? Geno Jennings. We outrank him.
What's the dude in Dallas with the bald head with the tight pants? He in Dallas, the old school black one. The Potter's house. What's his name? TDJ. This nigga with the tightest pants ever seen on the earth. You understand? We outrank him. Commander General YAHANNA outranks Joe Biden. Good night. And we outrank his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, for him to be a preacher, why would you give your daughter to be the head of, to be over men? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why he does because he doesn't actually believe in the Bible. Just like Christians don't. They believe what's in their heart. So tonight's topic is the day of the Lord is not sweet. All right, give me Amos 5:18. We'll start off with Amos 5:18.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Say what now?
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
The word woe means great destruction. Great destruction to those who desire the day of the Lord. Like, why are you happy for the Lord returning? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Right. To what end is it for you?
To what?
To what end is it for you?
You don't even benefit off him coming back. You understand? Keep going.
The day of the Lord is darkness.
Is what?
Darkness.
Come on.
And not light.
Darkness and not light. I mean, there's nothing pleasant about our King's return. You understand? It's nothing pleasant. You ever see the movie Independence Day? When the big mothership came in, you had the white folks on top of buildings with signs saying "Welcome, welcome, welcome." Right. They was happy. As soon as that thing got close to them, shot a beam and killed all of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, there's nothing pleasant about our King's return. Go ahead.
Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion.
As what?
As if a man did flee from a lion.
As if a man, he ran and got away from a lion. Come on.
And a bear met him.
And then he ran to a bear. So he shook a lion, and then he ran to a bear. Come on.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
So after he shook the bear, he went into the house and he leaned his hand on the wall. Go ahead.
And a serpent bit him.
And a serpent bit him in his ass. This is the day of the Lord. You can't run from it.
Right.
You might get away here. It might hide here, but sooner or later, we're going to get you. And that's the day of the Lord. Come on.
Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
There's nothing cute about our King's return. When he's returned, he's going to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? He's coming to change the earth. You know what I'm saying? To flip it upside down. And he can't come back being sweet white Jesus.
Right.
It's going to take a supernatural nigga to take this power from the so-called white man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a nigga out of this world to take this earth out the hands of our oppressors.
Right.
You understand? Give me let's go to Matthew 24. And the breakdown says it's really in the Bible. If you just read the scriptures, it'll tell you that the day of the Lord it ain't sweet. You understand? You there?
24 and 1.
24 and 3.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
Right.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right.
And of the end of the world?
Everybody want to know what's going to happen. They got the man right there, so let's ask him. Keep going.
Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that no man deceive you. Listen to what I'm about to say. You know what I'm saying? Because we know there are a lot of deceivers on the earth.
Right.
Take heed to these words. Come on.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right. Every Christian leader. You got so many like real cults out here. People saying they're Christ, leading people astray, leading people to think a meteorite is gonna pass by and they all gonna just catch hold and fly with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man, the devil. I gotta get that out first. You know what I'm saying?
So like if I made like even you know, like we be on like this discussion boards, and it's a couple people that be on that debate, saying that they're Christ.
Good night.
And recently, I just seen a post on Facebook. I mean, I haven't checked the validity of it, but they're saying now that the Nation of Islam is saying that Farrakhan is Christ.
I saw that. I did see that. I also saw a Puerto Rican brother saying he Christ. Like, nigga, you ain't even Judah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even from the same lineage. You know what I'm saying? Right. But everybody want that position. They want that position of power, and they really using Christ's name for wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Wars and what?
Rumors of wars.
Man, it's a war going every other week on the earth right now. Somebody invading somebody trying to fight back, somebody helping somebody else fight this, and them, you know what I'm saying? It's rumors of wars all the time. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Come on.
For all these things must come to pass.
Right. These things have to happen. Like World War III has to happen for Christ to come back.
Right.
That's what many Christians understand. Like y'all praying for Russia and Ukraine to be cool. But if you want to see sweet Jesus that you love dearly, you know what I'm saying? You want to see him come back, them devils got to fight each other.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
But the end is not yet.
It ain't here yet. Come on.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right. That's just the beginning of what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Those angels got to pour those vials out onto the earth. The earth got to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's just the beginning of the hell that we have to go through. Keep going.
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Do what?
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Come on.
And shall kill you.
Come on.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right. Like if Jesus loved everybody, why do everybody hate him?
Right.
Like if Christians preach that Christ loved everybody, why do people kill him? You have to take on that same vitriol, that same hatred that Christ had. You got to get that put on you for his name's sake.
Right.
That's how you know Christianity is not the truth. Because Christianity preaches love everybody. You know what I'm saying? And those same people that love you, they're going to turn to hate you. And the Christian can't handle it. Here in I.S.U.P.K, we're taught for everybody to hate us. We're taught for our family members to go against us, for our jobs to fire us. We're taught how to deal with those things because we're warriors for our king. And we're good soldiers. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another.
Right.
Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Let me tell you something. Every other week, it's a new person claiming to be special, rather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Claiming, and it's a guy in Mississippi who debates Captain Zarrat, who tries to.
Right.
He's Christ in Mississippi.
Right.
It's a new guy on Clubhouse, Yaju. You know what I'm saying? He's Christ. Matter of fact, they had two people in one Clubhouse room claiming to be Christ at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a Christ off. You know what I'm saying? But it's always somebody who's out to deceive because people want power. They want. Go ahead.
That's like if I may. And what's crazy about it is it's an influx of Hamite pastors that are they doing the most. Like they didn't push the ball away. They raising people from the dead.
I'm telling you something, man.
They making people grow cow legs and all type of things.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm speaking as a man. There's not a worse Christian on earth than an African.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Africans, because they love the white man so much, they embody Christianity. Like Black and Hispanic people, You were damn near tortured and killed and lynched to force you to be a Christian.
Right.
Hamites, tell you something, man. They are the new Christian, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to be closely connected to the white man. Like they've taken Christianity to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead.
Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Man, because this world is so wicked now, it's hard to love people. It's hard to trust people. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you got to come in this truth and be all in. You know what I'm saying? Because the family that we have here is our protection. Go ahead.
Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end.
Until what?
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Right. I know y'all been saying all your life, well, Big Mama saved. Well, the deacon, I'm saved. Now, there ain't nobody saved. You ain't saved yet. There's still a chance for you to not make it. You know what I'm saying? It says, endure to the end. He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. And that's for all of us. We all have to endure to the end.
All right. So like, if I may, and this is the ending part of when people make the quote of the scripture when it says, when thou shalt confess with thy mouth and your heart, you are saved.
Right.
This is the last part. This is the end point when this is how you know when it says line upon line, precept upon precept. Like this is the end of this entire precept right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you consider yourself saved, you have to endure, sir.
Good. Get that brother hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy point. Christians don't want to hear the other part. They just hear the I'm saved. They stop right there. But you have to endure until the end. That's very important. Go ahead.
Want to go to 14, sir?
Come.
Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
Read that verse again.
And this gospel.
And which gospel?
And this gospel.
This gospel. This and meaning the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like Christianity is around the world and twice. You know what I'm saying? Like why Jesus is in Chinatown in like real China.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They took to the little small islands, the little aboriginals or whatever these islands. Why Jesus there too? You know what I'm saying? Now because of I.S.U.P.K, we got schools all over the earth now.
Right.
We're pushing for our king to come back. We're trying to push this truth into every corner. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Unto all nations. Come on.
And then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. Like we're not taught this in Christianity. We're not taught to hold on, to keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Keep pursuing being righteous. We're not taught those things. We just taught, hey, you come to church, get baptized, pay your tithes, and you saved. That's never the truth. We have to endure to the end. That's the coming to the day of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not, like, I never heard these things in the Christian church. Never. You know what I'm saying? I just thought, Jesus come back and we all lift up and go in the air and we go to heaven. He take us in the spaceship on the cloud with him, we go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? That is nowhere in the Bible. Give me Isaiah chapter 13. So far, man, we've heard some things that's not being taught in the Christian church about the day of the Lord. Rumors of wars and earthquakes and pestilence and famines, you know what I'm saying? Famines. These things are not taught to us. Because the day of the Lord is not sweet. Come on.
Isaiah
13, start at verse 6.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
It shall what?
Come as a destruction from the Almighty.
From who?
From the Almighty.
From who?
From the Almighty.
This is God doing this. This is the God doing the day of the Lord. This destruction, this darkness, and this earthquakes and people are dying and dead. This is the Lord doing this. You understand? This is not, I know y'all, in y'all mind, Christians, y'all think this is of Satan, but this is of the Lord. This is what he wants. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint.
Be what?
Faint.
Faint, meaning the hand's gonna be weak. Come on.
And every man's heart shall melt.
Right. It's nothing you can do with what's coming. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take a hold of them.
Mm-hmm.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Right. They should be as a woman that travaileth, one who's having pregnancy pains. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel this day. You know what I'm saying? And like the epidural shot, what they call it, and sisters be going through it. You know what I'm saying? They be going through it. And the earth is gonna go through it when our King returns. Keep going.
Verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger.
With what?
The day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger.
Not my Jesus.
With wrath and fierce anger.
This is the true day of the Lord. It's gonna be cruel.
Right.
Cruel with wrath and fierce anger. You know what I'm saying? This is that get right. Come on.
To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
He shall do what?
Destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Come on, man. Come on. He's going to destroy the sinners. He's not coming to pat you on the back and tell you it's okay. He's coming with a sword to cut off heads. Keep going.
It's like, if I man, that goes for all you YOLOers. You know what I'm saying? That grace, you know, he died for my sins, but, you know, so the Lord know my heart. So I'm going to continue to, you know, turn up and live my best life. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn that Christ died for your sins, he died for your old sins, not the new ones and the current ones that you're doing now. Right. So if you still a sinner when he come back, you know, that, you know, like that's your button, Mr. Postman.
Right. right. Come on. That's exactly right. Keep going now.
Come. Verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light.
Nah, we went over this in Amos. It's gonna be a dark day. Come on.
Come. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Right. And this is all throughout the scriptures, detailing that day. It's gonna be dark and no light at all. Come on.
Verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
He will do what?
Punish the world for their evil.
Come on.
And the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right. He's giving you the plan of what's going to happen. And you got to take heed to these words. You know what I'm saying? He's going to destroy these sinners. And Israel is in that number too. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Verse 12.
Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Then what?
I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Even a man that the golden wedge of Ophir.
Now we know how gold is seen on the earth. And think about a man in this truth. He's gonna be more needed than that gold. He's gonna be more sought after than that gold. He's gonna be more wanted than that gold. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
Some earthquakes again. Come on.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
That's right.
Verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe.
As a what?
As the chase roe.
Right.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
That's right. It's gonna come a time where that white woman you married, she's gonna turn on you and go be with her people.
Right.
Because she's gonna know how important it is for her to be with her real family. You understand? They're gonna know how important it is for them to be a unit together. You understand? Like we have to take that same mentality for ourselves and love us. We love the white man for over 500 years. How much more of our love does he need? You gotta get that love to a brother or a sister. Come on.
Gunnar Wakan. Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Let you get caught with them. That thrust through is gonna pierce two of y'all on the edge of that sword. That thrust through is gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? That's a time where you want to be around your own people. That's the time you want to start giving your compassion and your love to them and them only. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the day of the Lord is going to force some of you Negroes to deal with other black people, other brown people. Come on.
Gunnar Wakan. Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Wait, read that again.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Not Jesus doing that. That's crazy. Read that again.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
This is what's going to happen to these other nations, man. You understand? The same thing that they did to you, it's going to be done to them. I mean, dashed to pieces. Come on.
Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
It's over. It's a wrap. Give me Zechariah 14. Let's see what's going on with these other nations, man.
So at 12 or?
Yeah, 12 if I could.
This is book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Good night.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Man, you know when those missiles come, those nuclear missiles come, that's what's going to happen. You ever seen the Terminator movie? Was Terminator 2?
Come.
With a lady holding on to the fence, and she that nuclear bomb hit and it rips the flesh off her body, but yet her skeleton still holding on to the fence. That's what this is describing. Y'all gotta know a lot of things that y'all see in the movies come straight out these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell a good movie in Hollywood without your culture, without you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going though.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Good night. Once that fire hit you, it's gonna tear your flesh off, and your tongue will say whoosh. It's gonna be gone. This is the day of the Lord. This is what's gonna happen. Come on.
Con, verse 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them. And they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor.
Right.
And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Right. This is when the Lord started using Israel to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to rise up against these other nations. Come on.
And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem.
And who?
And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem.
Come on.
And the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together.
So we're going to gather up all the heathens, all these other nations, all of their wealth. Come on.
Gold and silver and apparel in great abundance.
In great abundance. And we want it all. Come on.
Verse 15. And so shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel, and of the ass, and of all the beasts that shall be in these tents, as this plague.
Right. So this is what's going to happen to all of their livestock. Come on.
Verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which come against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King,
right,
the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
That's right. So once we're in power, it's a trickle down effect now. Now these other nations are going to start following our laws, following our God. We're going to be the top mountain, and it's all going to fall down from there. Keep going.
Verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
Right. That's tough. If you don't come, it won't rain in your land. That's tough. How you gonna feed your family? How you gonna grow crops? Come on.
Verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
That's right. Rain plays such a heavy part. Like if there ain't no water around, there's a lot of infections and diseases. You know what I'm saying? You need water to wash things off, to cleanse things. You can't boil your air. You need hot water to clean them utensils you use to sew on people and doctor them up. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's like if I may. So you will be plagued if you don't come and serve our King and keep this Feast of Tabernacles. Come on.
Verse 19. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Right. This is to be a punishment of the other nations. Now, this is not the day of the Lord that you've been taught. You've been taught that we was going to, be holding hands and swaying left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Organs playing.
Like organs playing, and trumpet, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got colorful clothes on and jumping around. No. If you don't come to this high holy day, your people going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put some respect on our King, your people are going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Give me Obadiah 1-15.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen.
Upon who?
All heathen.
The day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. Come on.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
What verse you at?
I'm at verse 16 now.
Read that 15 again.
Verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
Right. The day of vengeance. It's coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Right. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
What you've done to his chosen people, it's going to happen to you. The Lord going to do it to you. Come on.
Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
That's right. What you did us is going to return right back on your own head. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Right. Come on.
Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Right. It said upon the Mount Zion shall be deliverance. That is the day of the Lord. Deliverance. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to possess your possessions. You know what I'm saying? Like those big houses y'all like and nice cars. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? Your businesses with all of make all this money. Give me that. We want all the possessions. There's no way you can pay for the hell you put us through, but we give me that. We want it. Keep going.
Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Come on.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
For what?
For stubble.
Come on.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord have spoken it.
That's right. That's the day of the Lord getting good. You know what I'm saying? Like our so-called oppressor has not paid for any crime he's committed against us at all. I just read recently he tried to pay the Africans who enslaved us. He tried to pay them some reparations, like $55 billion or something.
Dang.
You forgot about the children of the slaves, though. We're the ones who need that reparation. We don't need it, Salaka. We don't need them saying, though. We're the ones who should be people to receive those reparations. But we don't need them. We need the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the day of the Lord is the best reparation we can get. Because not only you're gonna get the wealth, you're gonna rule the earth. You know what I'm saying? Why take the little money now when your king returns, you have many mansions. You know what I'm saying? It's you have a crown on your head. Give me that that's it on that. So give me Obadiah, go to verse 8.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in that day say
Hold on. Shall I not in that day? What day is he talking about? In that day.
Today.
The day of the Lord. He's talking about the day of the Lord. In that day, he's talking about the day of the Lord. Come on.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Let me tell you something. When they see nigga Jesus come out that sky, everything that they've taught through thousands of years is thrown out the window. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know then that white Jesus is not real. They're going to know then that nigga Jesus is the truth. They're going to know, they like, damn, Rom, I thought you just a nigga, but I guess you is an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, it's gonna click. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Right. He's gonna knock all that wisdom that they have out of here. Come
on. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed.
Like their armies, they all shall be confused. You know what I'm saying? Or dismayed. Go ahead.
To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Now, why is the Lord going to cut off Esau by slaughter? Read the next verse.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Get the Lord a hand. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something, black and brown people. The Lord is starting World War III to save you. Right. Like he's starting he's gathering these other nations to fight for your salvation. If that's not love, I can't tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's going to completely kill your oppressor so you can move up to the top. If that's not love, man, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. All right, drop that. Give me Amos 9 and 8.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Right. Tell you something. Our king, you know what I'm saying, is being sent to destroy the sinful nation for you. Go ahead.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
But he ain't going to utterly destroy us. You know what I'm saying? He's going to save us and destroy the sinful kingdom that's oppressing us. Give me Revelations 19.
This is the book of Revelations.
19. Start at verse 11.
Verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
He do judge and what?
And make war.
That's right. Come on.
Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
If I could, go back to verse 11 right quick.
This verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he do judge and make war.
This is the Bible describing Christ. Read that. He doeth what?
Judge and make war.
He doeth judge and make war. This is what Jesus Christ is coming back to do, to judge and make war. Keep going.
Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire,
His what?
His eyes were as a flame of fire,
Come on.
and on his head were many crowns.
On his head was what?
Many crowns.
Come on.
And he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself.
On his head were many crowns. How did he get these crowns on his head?
Killing off these heathen kingdoms.
Destroying these false kings, these heathen kings, you know what I'm saying? And he just, give me that. Okay, African king, give me that. He's taking the cross and put him on his head. You know what I'm saying? He's taking control over the earth. That's how you do it. I once told a sister, man, you know, Christ coming back with 200 million angels. She's like, that's not true. Why would he have to do that? He can just do this here and he can control the earth. You know what I'm saying? Hold you got right there and give me Revelations 9 and 16. Jehovah, you got to come right back to that. When you conquer a people, you have to dominate them. You have to leave no not even an inch of grace, of mercy. You have to totally, like, with these many angels, that's how the sun will get blotted out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blot the earth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no light gonna be able to come through. Because you got a whole army. You have to completely, like, mentally destroy. Like once they see that many angels, they just give up.
Right.
Right. Come on, put these chains on.
Right.
Oh, you ain't? Your head gone.
Right.
Read that for me.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Tell you something, man. That's it. Keep going.
And I heard the number of them.
You have to completely conquer your enemy. And it's hard for black people to understand. We've been slaves forever. You know what I'm saying? When you want power, you gotta go get that power. You want peace, you gotta go have war to gain peace. Christ is gonna come make war so you Israelites, you black and brown people, so you can have peace. You understand? This is not being taught in the Christian church. Pastors not telling you that Christ is coming back to kill. You know what I'm saying? Not for everybody, but for you. Go back to Revelations 19. Go ahead. Verse 13. We still describing our king. Come on.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
With what?
Dipped in blood.
I mean, he had his clothes, you know what I'm saying, was dipped in blood. He had so much blood on it. It was, you know what I'm saying? Because he's out there killing.
Right.
This is what the day of the Lord is going to be. It's going to be your king killing. He ain't coming back shaking hands or kissing babies. He ain't doing none of that. He's coming back to kill. Go ahead.
And his name is called the Word of God.
Keep going.
Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
What? You know what I'm saying? Not only did you destroy him, but you ain't touched it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's mentally hurting you. And we can't pinch this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Verse 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
Smite who?
Smite the nations.
But I thought he loved everybody.
Smite the nations.
Come on.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Come on. And
he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Right. He treaded the winepress. He's the figurehead. I mean, he's the figure that's pushing the fierceness and the wrath of our power. You know what I'm saying? Our power is using him to come through and clean shop. Most High in Christ. Give me Joel chapter 3.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right. The Lord gonna remind the earth of what y'all done to his chosen people. He's gonna bring it up again. Come on.
Verse 2. I will also gather all nations
Mm-hmm.
and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat
Right.
and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
That's crazy. Read that verse again.
I will also gather all nations
Mm-hmm.
and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Stop. The Lord says he's gonna gather all these nations and bring them down to where?
The valley of Jehoshaphat.
The valley of decision. You know what I'm saying? This way it's all gonna be decided at. And keep going.
And will plead with them there for my people.
For who?
For my people.
Mm-hmm.
And for my heritage Israel.
I'll tell you something. The Lord is gonna start World War III for you. He's gonna kill a lot of people for you. But you want to follow these other nations. You want to follow these cultures of the other nations. You want to be a Christian. But the Lord said he's going to do this for his chosen people. Look, man, you better get on the right side or you're going to be caught on the wrong side of the day of the Lord. Keep going.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Come on.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people.
Come on.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
Good night.
And sold a girl for wine.
Good night.
That they might drink.
That's what they've done. This is historical fact. That's what they've done to his chosen people. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Verse 4.
No sweat.
Yea. And what have ye to do with me,
mm-hmm.
O Tyre and Zidon?
Tyre and Zidon, those are African nations. Come on.
And all the coast of Palestine.
Ishmael, Arabs. Come on.
Will ye render me a recompense?
You owe me. I need that. Go ahead.
And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Right. The Lord's going to turn what you did to us. He's going to give it right back to you. And he's serious about it. He's going to do it speedily. Come on.
Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things.
Right. So these are the so-called Africans and the Arabs who played a very specific role in slavery, in the transatlantic slave trade. But go ahead.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
To who?
The Grecians.
Tell you something. The Arabs built the ship. The Africans went in the, you know what I'm saying, into the land and pulled us out and did what to us?
Sold us unto the Grecians.
And they sold us to the so-called white man. Go ahead.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Right. Come on.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Right. That's why this truth had to be pushed to every corner of the earth. You know what I'm saying? To wake up our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord can bring us back. Come on.
Verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Right. The same things you did to us is going to happen to you. Keep going up.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10.
Prepare war. This is that World War III we spoke of. Come on.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Come on.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Keep going.
Verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Come on to where?
The valley of Jehoshaphat.
The valley of decision. Come on.
For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about.
There's a place called Jehoshaphat. That's going to be the battleground for World War III. That's where it's going to go down at. Come on.
Verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Verse 14. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Right. Come on.
Verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened,
Right.
and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Now, we've read this many times throughout these scriptures today. The sun and the moon will be darkened. There will be no light on this day. Come on.
Verse 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord will be the hope of his people.
Right.
And the strength of the children of Israel.
That's right. When the Lord on your side, man, who can be against you? Come on.
Verse 17. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore.
Right. The real Israelites going to finally take that land back. It won't be owned by another stranger again. Keep going.
Verse 18. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall the water of the valley of Shittim.
Right. When we back in our land, it's going to be brand new. You know what I'm saying? It says the mountain shall drop new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a reset on the land. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to enjoy every bit of it. Keep going.
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be desolate, a desolate wilderness.
Right.
For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
That's right. It's. I know it's crazy for a Christian to hear, though. With all this death and destruction, you haven't. I know you have been taught this, but this is happening for your sake. And when I talk about Christian, I mean black and brown people, Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to shake up the earth for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you. That gives me hope. You know what I'm saying? That one day, they're going to get retribution for what they've done to us. Right. They're going to feel the pain and the hurt, the sorrow. Man, niggas live in stress every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas live in stress every day. They're going to finally feel that. We die of heart disease because why? We're constantly stressing. You know what I'm saying? They're going to finally feel that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 19. Now, Salakia.
20.
Verse 20. No, it's verse 19, sir.
Okay, go ahead. No sweat.
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah.
Right.
Because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Right. They have to get payback for what they've done. Come
on. Verse 20. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation.
Right. Children of Israel, we up forever. You know what I'm saying? Our power and our king put us in a good position. Now we calling the shots forever and ever. Read the last verse.
Verse 21. For I will cleanse their blood, that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion.
Right. Give me 2 Peter 3 and 10.
This is book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Like a what?
A thief in the night.
You ain't gonna see it coming. Come on.
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's right.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
That's right. The nuclear missiles, when they come, that's gonna start it off. That World War III And those nuclear missiles. Give me Acts 2 and 20.
Kind of what kind? This was the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood.
Right.
Before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
That's right. All through these scriptures you hear how the sun and the moon gonna be blotted out. That's gonna be a terrible day. A day when you can't get no light and you need it. That's a terrible day. Give me 1 Thessalonians 5, 2 and 3.
Kind of what kind? This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5. Say verse 2, sir.
Con.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right.
As travail.
That thief in the night, it meaning you don't know when it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And then you in your safety thinking, oh, it's cool, I'm good, we're gonna make it. Then keep going.
And destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman.
Then all of a sudden you're going through hell. You know what I'm saying? Just when you're in your comfort, you thinking it's all good. I ain't got to worry about it now. All of a sudden the day of the Lord fall upon you. You know what I'm saying? Now you in pain. Give me
so like if I may, that takes you back to that scripture that you read earlier when it says like when you running from a lion,
good night,
running dead to a bear,
can't get away from that
shake
boy.
the bear, run in the house, and put your hand
right.
on like, whew, it's over.
Right.
And then that serpent bites you.
I'm gonna tell you something. To shake a lion and a bear, you tough.
Right.
You that man.
Right.
But it's gonna get you some way.
You Allen Iverson and Dion.
You know what I'm saying? Good night. Bo Jackson, all in rolled in one.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? The scripture said we're going into the rocks to get you. So those bunkers that y'all think y'all have, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming in and open up the latch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once I get the order, I'm taking heads off. But give me Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. There's no running. There's no running. Nowhere you can hide. It's crazy how, I grew up a Christian, of course, but we're never taught about the fierceness and the wrath of the day of the Lord. Never. We never taught about what Christ is going to do. I never heard the scripture of Christ being covered in blood. Right. Never. Christian pastors, they try to stay away from Revelation. You know what I'm saying? The book of Revelation ain't making them no money, so ain't no reason to teach from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got it?
Got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
And look, come into this truth now. Come on.
And put not off from day to day.
Don't think, like that last verse read in Thessalonians where you feel safe, you're comfortable, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it next week. I'll come to the school next week and check out a class. Right. Go ahead.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Right.
And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
And they what?
In their security,
right, and
thou shalt be destroyed.
In your safety, and you think you know what I'm saying? You got a nice job and you need bills knocked out, a little money to spend. You think you good in your security. Go ahead.
Right. And perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, you're gonna perish in the day of vengeance. In the day of vengeance, what? That's the day of the Lord.
So like if I may,
go ahead.
That means this verse is heavy when it says tarry not, because a lot of people say, yeah, man, I'm gonna come to school, man. I want to get right first. I want to stop smoking first.
Right.
I want to make sure, because I want to come in there all the way. Your time is to come in as a drug addict.
Right.
Your time is to come in as a sinner, and let the truth clean you and get you right, instead of you trying to get yourself right. You self-medicating yourself now,
right,
with the drugs.
Right.
So you don't know no better. Your heart is wicked.
Right. I mean, you might stop for 2 or 3 days, then you're gonna get right back on it. But come here and let the truth change you. You know what I'm saying? It's brother, look, you come here smoking, you can come here smelling like weed every day. You can come in here, smoke in your car, come right here, sit down and watch class every time. That's fine. Come here. Let the truth change you. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you can't change yourself. You're gonna tarry. You know what I'm saying? Give me Jeremiah 16. Because you don't want to get caught in that day of vengeance, man. You don't want to be caught. Why Jesus, when he come back, he gonna give you a hug. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put you back in that same hell you been in. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Jesus trying to come back and free you. Shit.
Right.
He got a war right now in Ukraine and Russia for you.
Right.
You way over here. You know what I'm saying? He did that for you. Jeremiah 16.
13 or
start at verse 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Come. This is Jeremiah 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall be no more be that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
If I may, I don't think y'all know how important this scripture is the brother just read. Like, the Lord's reputation started with Egypt. It's throughout the whole Bible. You know what I'm saying? Other nations know what he did to Egypt. That's his reputation lives on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it's like, if I may, because like every what you so-called religion has a flood story.
Flood story. You know what I'm saying? Got a flood story. They got
I mean, it's like a Exodus story.
The Exodus story. Everybody got an Exodus story. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has that. Like, the earth knows about our power because of the story that happened in Egypt.
Right.
Keep going. That's how big that Egypt situation was. Come on.
Kind. Verse 7. That's what I'm still in 16.
15. You're on 15 now. Well, you're going. The Lord liveth.
I'm still slacking. Verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he have driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right. It's gonna come a day to where we don't talk about what the Lord did for us in Egypt. We're gonna talk about what he did for us now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about when the day of the Lord came. Everybody's gonna know about that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Egypt was here. That next one gonna be through the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters.
That's what we're doing right now. We fishing. We telling brothers, tarry not. Come on to class, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, keep going.
And after will I send for many hunters.
And what?
I will send for many hunters. And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right, we fishing right now. But it's one day the Lord gonna say, go get them. You know what I'm saying? And they said we're going to the holes of the rocks. You know what I'm saying? We're going into those bunkers.
Right.
We're going to the bottom of the sea.
Right.
Wherever you think your money gonna take you to hide from the Lord, we're gonna be right there. Excuse me, Mr. White Man.
Right.
It's time to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Duck Dynasty.
Come on out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on out here.
Come on out of there. That's the day of the Lord. And it ain't sweet. It ain't sweet. A lot of people gonna die. A lot. For you. Black man, Hispanic man, Indian man, our sisters, your kids. The Lord is putting the earth through hell for you. You understand? We got to come back to this truth. All right? With that, security announcements. It's not on here? No.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Gift of the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Purim, which is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Thursday, February 22nd, and Friday, February 23rd, 2023. This is out of the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And also, the 54th annual Passover, which is after Purim, is April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. For more information, call 919-697-8257. And these conclude the security announcements.
Hey, Most High in Christ. We want to give a curse salute to our brothers. All right.
Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, mighty Barak,
Yahweh Shem Shai Brakatah.
Yazamatat, Star, Basic Sisters. Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, mighty Barak,
Yahweh Shema Shem Shai.
Yazamatat, dismissed.